Hey there. I'm back from market. Melissa and I are both back. So if I look a little haggard, it's been a wild 2 weeks. We went on our mastermind trip and we bounced back home for LYS Day and then we bounced back out for market. So I'm Cadence Kidwell, proprietress here at Fuzzy Goat, and it feels so good to be home, be in my shop. This may be the only time I sit down today, but that is all right with me. I'm just happy to be back. I'm going to do a little rambling right now about our market trip because I literally got in last night, so I don't know what actually came in or organized enough to show you what came in this week, but I have lots to say about our market trip. I wouldn't have been able to do it without my Ori backpack or Melissa, either one. And so this was just great. I had it all organized with my snacks and my pad and my patterns and my notebook and all of that in there. So my Ori backpack, this is the Richmond, was really handy, along with my Clippa, keep things off of icky floors and bathroom stalls that don't have hooks and so forth. And then my other trusty companion was, of course, my crossbody that just kept everything nice and neat and nearby. So that was really handy. But let's talk about the yarn and stuff like that. So the first day at market, we were overwhelmed, and we made a plan after the end of that day, and we checked on what should we reasonably spend in a month and in what yarn weight. So after taking the survey and doing all that, then we figured out what we thought might work out best. And then we had a plan. So I think we just made a mental note that that's the way we're gonna do it. The first day we're gonna get the lay of the land, get overwhelmed, get excited, not sure where we're gonna go and what we're gonna do, but then when we sit down, and then all of a sudden it all kind of fell into place. So we had a rule. We had to know what you or we, you mostly, would make with it. If we didn't know what we were gonna make with the yarn, no matter how much we were in love with it, we weren't gonna place an order then. We were pretty proud of our notions game. I have to say, we didn't find anything better. And we cheered on All Stitch Studio. Kaylee was there, so we got to meet her in person. She did our, I'm looking at them over there, our LYS Day custom markers. And then of course Katrinkles was there, and Katie was ready for us when we came to our booth. She had things to pull out. She's like, we could put this in the box of goats and we could make this for you. And so that was just ideal. So notions game, we were good. But following our rule of knowing what to make, we made a bunch of custom kits for you. So that was really fun. We walked into the booth. For instance, we saw this poncho here at market in the fashion show. They had a fashion show. So there was a fashion show, and this poncho, faded poncho, was in it, and we met Marcy, the designer, and then we went to the booth of Keenan Yarns the next morning. In fact, we kind of stalked her a little bit at dinner. We saw her walking around, Marcy walking around with this, and we went up to her and said, we want to come by your booth tomorrow morning, first thing, and make kits. So we did, we made a kit in this colorway, and then 3 other colorways as well. So we're super excited about this. It's a poncho, comes in one size. It's got a little, it's hard to see in this picture, but it's got a little bit of a split hem where the back is just a little bit longer. It's gonna be really cool. So that was the first kit that we put together. Then we went to our friends at Earth and saw Emre. And we're super excited about that. We'd been in his booth, we saw him the day before, then we're like, you know, we don't know what we want to order yet. And then we remembered that he had these 2 samples, excuse me, that we saw. So we know about the Dublo hat. In fact, Emre wore it here in one of his trips. But for some reason, we hadn't thought about actually making kits. And so we're like, let's go make kits. We made 3 or 4 kits, and they'll be here soon for this Dublo hat, which is reversible. So that's super fun. One that's similar to this, and then 2 other colors. And then this is a cowl. I always love a bandana cowl because I don't have to worry about it staying put and arranged and everything. It'll just kind of stay on there like that. Amy, we're right there with you. We really love Earth. they're just such a good company, and Emre is such a delight to work with, and so is Peter, who is our rep, who takes very good care of us. So this is also a skein of spiral grain and solid, and so we made some pairs with that. We're really excited about that coming from our friends. Then we found some new patterns. So like the poncho, we love that. We went into our friends at Blue Sky Fibers. They had this beautiful cotton sweater. Melissa instantly fell in love with that. I'm gonna get really close so that you can see the sweater. And it looks like that on the back as well. Very Art Deco. And it's made in cotton, a cotton sport. So we worked with Mary at Blue Sky Fibers and put together several different colors and to make kits for that. And Melissa believes she's going to teach a class on that too. So that will be really fun. But let's just look at that again. It was really pretty, very stunning in person. So we love this new pattern. And then we also ordered extra of the cotton sport because it'll make great baby blankets and things like that. Then we were in the Assayer booth, and they're a Danish company. Beautiful things. Melissa has just finished her Helga sweater, which she'll be showing off. But this one here, Helga herself was wearing this in a different colorway. So this was in the Assayer booth, was definitely, Melissa was the lead on that. She knows about those yarns and holding the two together and the patterns and the sweaters and all that. So I was just kind of, you know, sitting in the chair looking around, and I was admiring what Helga was wearing. And I'm like, I want to make that. So I'm super excited about that. We have several colorways coming for this sweater. And let's see if I can get closer so that you can see like this. I mean, it's not just any old striped sweater. It's got some really nice detailed in the ribbing there, and the ribbing at the bottom is super fun there. So that's the swirl pullover. And I wrote all this up last night when I got home so that I could ramble in some sort of a linear fashion. And it's on a blog that I'm linking to so that you can find the pattern links for all of these, since we don't have the yarns yet. This sweater, we saw this sweater all over. So let me say about that two things. We saw, I can't even count how many people wearing ranunculus. That is not over. I don't know how long that pattern's been out, but it is still a popular, fun pattern. Lots of people wearing it. This pattern was in the booths of lots and lots of designers and yarn dyers. Different ways. We saw somebody also wearing a hot pink one with white mohair. So it's a really fun take on a striped sweater. Short sleeves, bell sleeves, all sorts of stuff. So this is the Robinia pullover, and we made great new friends with the Mitchell Wool Company, and we're going to be their first stockist in the South. They raise their, so sometimes people come in here and ask us if we do all this. We do not do this. Mitchell Wool Company does this. They raise their sheep, they dye their yarns with plants, all plant-based, and it will be a non-superwash yarn. So I know some of you have been looking for that too. And we ordered it in a fingering weight, sock weight, that has some tencel in it instead of nylon, so it's still plant and environmentally friendly. And then DK, so this beautiful sweater and lots of other things can make. And we felt how it felt both in the skein and then also after it had been knit and blocked, and it's just lovely. We're very excited about that. Oh, rainbow stripes and short sleeves for Pride Month. Sherry, I love that idea. So this is the Robinia pullover, and we are planning that for our new Mitchell Wool Company that will be here in September, and we're their first stockist in the South, so we were really excited about that. So those are some of the new patterns. One new kit, we had actually got a hold of this kit right before we went to market, but we saw the sample at market. It had just come out, so we're one of the first shops to have this. So we have this kit here for the Antelope Valley Snood. Look how cute that is with the little daisies and stuff on there. Oh, just love that. And you get all the different colors in here. So we have this is brand new. This is in the store, unlike the other ones I was just showing you the patterns for. But I can show you that because it wasn't released until the middle of the week, and now it's here, and we can sell these kits. We got to spend a lot of time with our friends at Sweet Georgia. I was knitting on that. In fact, I'll show you what I've been knitting on. I thought I would finish it. Of course, Melissa finished hers. I have, this is, and we ordered much more of this. This is the Sea Silk in Sweet Georgia. It's a lace, and this is my Hackajee. Oh, look, you can really see the cables when I hold it up like this. And so I tried it on this morning. I have one sleeve. I could have worn it like Isabel Kramer does in some of hers, where she has one as a short sleeve and one as a long sleeve. But I wasn't that brave. And so I just need to do one sleeve, so maybe next week I can show you this. So we got to spend a lot of times with our friends at Sweet Georgia Yarns. Monos, we had just lovely, we picked another custom kit of their the Fino Minis and some more colors of Fino, and then also some other just lovely new yarns. We can't wait to show you those. I think those are coming right away. Polka Dot Sheep, we got to visit with Amy, and then Pasquale, some beautiful cotton linen yarns that, and really great pattern ideas for that too. And we're always on the lookout for more indie dyers for you, but I have to say we already work with some really fabulous indie dyers that we didn't find that many to top. So one of them is Knitwise. So I came in this morning, got myself set up ready to talk to you, and thought, oh, what am I going to put on? And so this is Knitwise Fibers, 2 skeins of fingering. The pattern is called Mischief Maker by Leslie Ann Robinson, and we still have, you can see on the risers over there, and then down below it too, and then you may not be able to see all the way back there. We have lots of Knitwise from our fabulous LYS day last week, so still have lots going on. 2 skeins made this Mischief Maker, which is a really great beginning lace pattern. Not brioche, even though Leslie Ann writes fabulous brioche patterns, this one is not brioche. Also found a really cool patterning stripy sock yarn. So not just stripes, but patterns. Kind of looks Fair Isle when you make it. And they come in 2 identical hanks so that you don't have to dig into the ball to see where to start to make 2 of them the same. They come, so we're really excited about those 2. We're gonna let you know all of them when they come in, show them off. I'm sure we won't be able to help ourselves. I took my Billy bag with me. As you can see, it was great. And one feature that I just want to emphasize that really helped is the zipper pocket on the outside. I could put, I told you a few weeks ago that I would travel with 2 of these. Look, I came back with 2. I did drop one on the plain floor, but I was able to retrieve it. But when I was doing sleeves, I had to use stoppers. And at home, you know, I just lay them on my chair arm, but on the plane, I would put them in here, and then if I remembered to zip it up, then when it got bumpy or I needed to move or they stayed in there. So the zipper pocket was super helpful. Really glad the zipper's on the outside, so I'm not zipping up any other yarn. So I'm just super excited about a new day in the store today. I can't wait to serve you. Melissa will be in a little bit. You guys were really fabulous and kept Kit and Madeline and Carolina busy and entertained while we were gone. And so we are back and getting in the groove of things again, and can't wait to see what you guys are interested in making. Thanks so much.